My face.
Yes.
Don't get a bad angle. Andrea, can
It
you
is a
come
bad
right
angle.
shot?
It's not that bad. I was trying to catch the board. You know, right in front of the board, president.
Oh, you good. You good. Boy.
You know, I'm
Boy,
trying.
good.
He wants to be a chair for next year.
He told me. That's why he was at our meeting last week.
Let's-
That's a good
He
idea.
would just jump on the bandwagon.
You and Greg or you?
Oh, I don't know about Greg.
Greg said
Greg.
that too.
Oh,
Greg
well,
who?
then that too.
What other Greg?
Greg Davis? Never mind.
Why you make that
Not too
face?
much hostility towards Greg.
I don't, but he's... Never mind.
But he's what?
Nothing.
We're discussing in a minute.
Discussing
That's what he said. Or maybe that was you who said it. I don't know. Both of y'all was there.
It's on already.
No, y'all was like, we trying to get like y'all. He said something like that. Like, yeah. Was it you?
That was Greg.
It was?
That was Greg.
Yeah,
Oh, you already recording, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all bet. Ooh, I hope y'all cut this out.
Bloopers.
That's not bloopers. That's secret. Ah, look, Andrew. I feel like I look weird. You're so cute.
You look cute.
Okay. You ask me the same question? What you gonna
How do you feel NAACP has
Don't-
changed since last year, to say?
I'm not answering that question.
What was your position last year in NAACP?
I was vice president.
Before that?
I was community service chair.
Where's our money bank?
Yeah, so I'm not about to play with you. What money bank?
The money bank we can't open.
Oh, my dad still ain't been able to open this and my house closed.
You better break into that.
He tried. He tried breaking it.
I got a money bag.
Why did you break the
Ain't probably
generator?
nothing. Man, I wasn't even there. I was overseas. Oh my gosh. Please. And he looking, you can tell he tried to think of some stuff. That's why he looking like this. Why did I break? You need to ask that to ask Jesse and whoever else had their hands on it. Wasn't me.
Who broke the popcorn machine?
Oh, you nasty. Look, I don't know.
You ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Look. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You good? Jenny? Okay.
Do you feel black schools are up to par with white schools?
Up to par how? Can you be more specific?
So you can be asking me questions. But, I mean, if you want to, funding-wise, property-wise.
I think black schools were created for a great purpose. Obviously, black people weren't allowed to go to PWIs, as they're now called, predominantly white institutions. And I think that as far as preparing black students for the real world, I think that black schools provide more of a nurturing environment. They provide more feedback, and they're more helpful than predominantly white schools are for black students. So as far as catering to black people, I definitely think they're up to par on that end. I think white schools need help in that area. They tend to ignore us. But as far as funding, as far as alumni support, they don't have that. I mean, most of them don't get any funding. Alumni don't really give back as much, and a lot of the institutions can be, behind as far as technology, as far as technology is concerned. But I mean, I guess it just depends on which way you mean. I think they both serve their purpose. I think that there are pros and cons at both types of schools. It just depends on what's more important to you: getting a nurturing environment, being prepared for the real world, or going to a school that is more technologically up to par. So I guess it just depends on that.
Did you vote for now President Barack Obama?
Of course.
Why?
Of course I did. Because he's a great president. He's a great person. I feel that he has the country's best interest in mind as far as all the things he's doing internationally. He's actually trying to mend things and not ruin them. All the problems created by previous presidents, he's trying to reverse that. I know unemployment is high, but it is getting lower because of President Obama. I think he's done things that a lot of presidents haven't done, and he doesn't get the credit for it. So, I trusted him when he said he wanted change, and that's what he's been doing. So.
Do you believe welfare helps the black community or hinders it?
Okay, I think that, for the record, welfare is not unique to black people. I know most black people know that, but black welfare mostly serves white women, in this country. So it's not just a black issue. But I do think that there are black people and poor people in general who tend to rely on it, and they become complacent with their poverty-stricken situations. And that is not a black problem. That's a poverty problem. There's a culture of poverty there. So as far as you're talking about people who happen to be black who are on welfare, yeah, I think some of them, you know, maybe do take advantage of it. You know, some of them really can get out, you know, and do better. And I feel that others really do need it. You know, if you actually get a job, they'll take the welfare away from you. And what if, so a lot of people still stay on welfare in order to support their family. So I think it just depends on the situation. I don't think that's an across the board type situation. So.
How does reality TV shows such as Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop expose black men and women to other races?
I think, I mean, they're very entertaining, I must say. But when I actually think about the fact that these shows are showed to more than just black people, it's kind of disturbing, because I know there are black people, I mean, other people in this country who have never actually met a black person. People who come to majority white areas and all they see is what's on TV. And so, you know, that disturbs me, because they think we're just ghetto, loud, just, they think our purpose, they think our purpose is to entertain.
We'll delete it.
Oh, you delete that part. Okay. They think our purpose is to entertain them, and I mean, so I think in that way it is kind of bad. You know, it's negative, but I just feel like there were more positive role models, black role models on TV. That way it could be balanced out. Like, they do show negative side of white women. Y'all remember, what's the show, Rock of Love? They were really slutty, but they also have, you know, a lot of examples of upstanding white and black women. I mean, white and men and women.
Who is Troy Davis?
Sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at that. It's just the way you looked at me. Troy Davis was recently executed, I think last semester, a few months back, for a crime he didn't commit, or the crime, basically he was convicted of something and all the evidence pointed that he didn't do it. Some of the police officers, and I think there was Georgia where he was from, some of the police officers in his area, you know, bribed the jury to, you know, find him guilty, and then they ended up realizing that he was actually innocent, and a lot of evidence pointed to him being innocent, and they still executed him. And the NAACP was on a